Hi there, this is Ranjit, and in this video let's do the unboxing of the OnePlus 7. And this is the regular OnePlus 7, guys, not the Pro. And I feel the pricing of this one is actually a lot better here in India. You get it in two variants, 6 gigabytes of RAM and 8. As you can see, guys, this is the 8 gigabyte RAM variant that comes with 256 gigabytes of storage, but the base variant comes with 6 gigabytes of RAM, and that will have 128 gigabytes of storage, and that's priced at 33,000. And this will be sold in India via Amazon from 4th June onwards, I believe. And as you can see, this is the 8 gigabyte variant, and this is in red color, but we also have it in that slate gray that's actually close to black. And this the 8 gigabyte RAM variant that comes with 256 gigabytes will be for 38,000, guys. But I feel even the base variant is actually good enough. 6 gigabytes of RAM is more than enough. Anyways, we get this. Looks like a case is there. So yes, this transparent case that we are getting. Even on the Pro we got this transparent kind of a case, but again the size is different, and we'll have some bunch of stuff. Again, we have the SIM ejector tool over here, and it's just a pamphlet, gives you an idea about the ports of the device and basic stuff. As you can see, guys, just keep that to the side. Let's see, do we get the stickers with this? So this is that plastic recycling something. And we have a booklet over here. Yes, we do get stickers even with this one. We have the device itself. We look at it. This is the product red. Actually, from an angle, actually looks like maroon, as it also, as you can see. But anyways, we'll come back to the device later on. And again, we have a letter from I believe this is from Carl or Pete. It's from Pete, as you can see. I'll just keep that to the side. And this is the dash charger that you're getting. This is still that 20-watt dash charger that we are getting with earlier OnePlus devices also, same thing. And this will be a USB cable. Sad that, again, no dongle is provided for the headphone jack, guys, just the cable, as you can see. So this is the device itself, and this one has a 6.4-inch screen, and definitely I would say this is the Pro. Side by side, as you can see, this is slightly on the smaller side. It doesn't feel that much on the camera, but when you hold it, definitely this feels a lot better to hold in hand, and even the weight distribution is a lot better, I feel. Anyways, let me give you a physical overview. On the top, we have a secondary noise cancellation microphone, and the back is also glass, guys. It has having Corning Gorilla Glass, and here we have the alert slider. We have the power on off button, and bottom will be the vent for the speaker Type-C port, and this also is supposed to have stereo speakers. And here we have the volume rocker with the SIM tray. Again, it won't have any slot for micro SD card, but again the base storage is 128 gigabytes, and I feel it's good enough. And back we have the dual camera setup instead of the triple camera that we find on the Pro. But let me do one thing, guys. So let me try to power this on, and by the time it actually boots up, let me give you a configuration overview. But before that, word from the sponsor of this video, that is Mivi.in. This is Mivi Octave Bluetooth speaker. It is very loud and is perfect for your house parties. It gives a 16-watt output and has deep bass. It produces 360 degrees sound. Roam is an all-terrain speaker with a 5-watt output and is completely waterproof. It is very compact but has powerful sound. Both speakers have great battery life and have built-in mics to answer calls. Log on to Mivi.in and use the coupon code GeekyRanjit to get special discount. See the link in the description below. This OnePlus 7 is having a 6.4-inch Full HD AMOLED screen. It's powered by the Snapdragon 855 octa-core processor. It comes in 6 or 8 gigabytes of RAM, and storage will be 128 or 256 gigabytes of storage. Moving to the camera, it has a dual rate-facing camera. 48 megapixel is the main sensor with f1.7, and this is also optically stabilized. And the secondary camera is a 5 megapixel for depth. Moving to the front-facing camera, it's a 16 megapixel. It also has stereo speakers and a 3700 mAh battery with dash fast charging. So guys, I've just finished setting up this device, and one thing that I noticed immediately is how comfortable this device feels. Because earlier I was using this OnePlus 7 Pro, guys, and definitely in terms of in-hand feel, this feels a lot more comfortable and easy to hold compared to this one. This one, I feel the OnePlus 7 Pro at 6.7 inches was unnecessarily big and a little bit on the heavier side, but this just feels perfect. And this also has that in-display fingerprint scanner. and it looks like they have improved it over the OnePlus 60. As you can see, it feels a little bit faster, but I'll test it a lot more later. And I just set up the device. So guys, it's downloading some stuff, and this one also supposed to have a stereo speaker set up. And if we go over here, running on Android Pie, as you can see, March security update. It might get some update. I just actually set this up, and as you can see, this is the 8GB RAM variant that we have, and typical Oxygen OS that you are getting with this one, so you don't have to worry about performance, guys. That's actually the beauty of OnePlus, the Oxygen OS. So we have the app drawer over here, and it's showing us a few things, and you can also enable gesture navigation and all the stuff, and we have that drop down notch design. From the front, if you look at it just like this, it looks very similar to the OnePlus 60, as you can see, guys. You might mistake it for that, but this one has stereo speakers and the Snapdragon 855 SoC, and now comes at a lot better price, I would say. And if you go over here, this is the 256GB variant, and out of that, about 20GB is sort of used, so roughly you will get about 236GB of available space, at least on this 256GB variant. And let me just check this fingerprint on display. Yes, it is definitely faster, guys, compared to the earlier one, and almost close to this 7 Pro in terms of speed. And you get this animation over here. And now moving to the camera, here we see a huge difference, and we have the dual camera setup, 48 megapixel, and the secondary for depth. Instead of depth, they should have given a wide angle lens, but this is what we get. So let's look at it, and let me just allow the permission. And typical same UI, camera UI that you're getting, 1x over here, and if you tap in, you get 2x. Again, this is digital zoom, guys, the 2x, and we don't have that wide angle lens on this, but we have that portrait. And if you use the portrait, as you can see, it doesn't zoom in. With the Pro, it actually zooms in 3x, so this can be a good thing, I would say, because again, let me show you. If you go to the portrait, you get that depth effect, and it doesn't zoom in that much. And if we just go over here, this is the front facing, and it's supposed to be a 16 megapixel front facing. Here also we have that portrait mode, and even if I go over here, we have the regular mode. So let me do one thing, guys. Let me actually show you some very quick samples taken with this device so that you have a better idea. So these were taken in my roof garden with the 48 megapixel rear facing camera, and as you can see, the snaps came out good, and even with close-up objects, the aperture of 1.7 is doing a good job, as you can see. And these were taken in indoor lighting conditions and artificial lighting conditions, and here also I felt initial impressions, guys, that the quality is actually good even in artificial lighting conditions, which was actually surprising to me. And here are some samples of myself taken in artificial lighting conditions, and this was taken with the bokeh mode, and as you can see, it is doing a pretty decent job. Now moving to front facing camera, these were taken in artificial lighting with the front facing camera, and again here also I feel in terms of front facing camera also we are getting some very good results. This was with the bokeh mode enabled with the front facing camera. So guys, that's it for now for the quick unboxing and first look at this OnePlus 7. I'll be doing the full review for this device in the next couple of weeks. So if you have any other particular questions regarding this OnePlus 7, do let me know in the comment section below, and I'll try to include it in my full review. Anyways, guys, if you're still not subscribed to my YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button. This is Ranjit, and I hope to see you in my next video. Take care, guys.